Actually surrounding them are these thin blue actin filaments. And you can see that this myosin has one above and below. He's got one on the left and the right too. So in cross section, you see a red myosin surrounded by thin actins. So here they are, the red central myosins surrounded by the thin actin fibers. Now the actin fibers aren't floating free, and the myosins are. The actin fibers collect together and stick to a center little gauzy, gooey curtain in the middle of this contractile filament. It's called an eye band. So the thin filaments are attached to the eye band. All right, so what happens in muscular contraction? An electrical signal passes down into the cell, and these actin filaments, these myosin filaments begin to move. And they grip the actin threads and they pull on them. And when they grip and pull on the actin filaments, it pulls the eye bands, these little curtains, closer together. So in a round of contraction, each sarcomere shortens. And it shortens because the myosin filaments are pulling the actin filaments closer together. And the actin filaments drag these curtains at the eye bands closer together, and every sarcomere shortens. You know, you guys are like, oh God, I don't understand this at all. So here's what it might look like. A single sarcomere at rest, just a single stripe zone. The central myosin with thin actin filaments on either side. And the actin filaments are attached to the Z lines, we call them, at the eye pale zone, the Z line. Now when muscular contraction happens, the actin attaches to the myosin. Let's get a little myosin heads here. They attach to the actin and they pull the actin filaments closer together. So you can see the actin is moving closer, overlapping the myosin, until finally in a complete contraction, the actin filaments have been pulled so close together that they overlap one another. As a result, these curtains, or Z lines at the pale eye region, the Z curtains pull closer together, and the sarcomere shortens. And when every sarcomere shortens, the whole contractile bundle, the myofibril bundle, shortens, and then the muscle shortens. So here we are again, just to repeat ourselves. Here's a whole contractile bundle, a myofilament, with its red central myosin filaments surrounded by actins. And you can see that each red filament in cross-section